Naya Rivera, most popular for her job as Santana Lopez on the hit television series Happiness, dazzled crowds with her ability and irresistible enthusiasm. However, in the background, misfortune struck on an apparently conventional summer day. Go along with us as we reveal the subtleties of the grievous and secretive occurrence that unfurled that day and responded to the inquiries that encompass Naya's less-than-ideal destruction. On July 8, 2020, Naya Rivera went on a sailing trip with her 4-year-old child Josie to Lake Peru, a beautiful lake in California, 60 miles north of Los Angeles. It was implied to be a quiet trip, an opportunity for mother and child to partake in the excellence of nature, much to their dismay that this would be the start of a tragic bad dream. Stay tuned as we unfurl the occasions paving the way to that day. Naya was brought into the world on January 12, 1987 in Valencia, California. She started acting when she was just 4 years of age, and hence showed up on shows like The Regal Family, The Bernie McIntosh Show, and CSI Miami. Anyway, it would be her job as Santana Lopez, a teen lesbian dealing with her sexuality, that would send off her profession. Naya Rivera's exhibitions on the famous TV series Happiness, which circulated from 2009 to 2015, contacted the hearts of millions. Her strong vocals, dazzling dance moves, and irrefutable ability made Santana Lopez perhaps of the most dearest character on the show. From her furious two-part harmonies with Brittany to her weak, independent exhibitions, Naya's depiction of Santana carried profundity and realness to the person, resounding with fans all over the planet. Naya's ability and commitments to media outlets were perceived. With a few honors and designations for her work on Happiness, she won 9 honors from 24 selections. Beside her acting profession, Naya likewise had an enthusiasm for music. In 2013, she delivered her presentation single Sorry, highlighting rapper Large Scene, to whom she was locked in. Around then, her own life earned huge press and media consideration all through her vocation, and in 2016, she distributed a diary named Sorry Not Sorry, Dreams, Mix-Ups, and growing up as a result of her fluctuated jobs. Across her 30 years as an entertainer, Naya is seen as having been a vanguard of Afro-Latino and LGBT portrayal on TV. I will continuously treasure the opportunity I got to play Naya's better half, Danny, on Merriment. Demi Lovato said of the person during a recognition for Naya during the Happy Media Grants in April 2021. The person Naya played was earth-shattering for closeted, eccentric young ladies like I was at that point, and her desire and achievements motivated Latino ladies all around the world. Naya and her ex Ryan Dorsey, whom she was hitched to from 2014 until 2018, welcomed a child named Josie Hollis on September 17, 2015. Most importantly, all that I do is for Josie. Naya told in a 2016 meeting, I'm a mother now, and what I love more than acting is being Josie's mother, so I need to be hanging around for himself, and I would rather not miss whatever she said at the time. I will explore the correct method for doing that. Apparently, Naya cherished being a mother and focused on her child over her profession. On July 8, 2020, Naya and Josie branched out under the quiet waters of Lake Peru around 1 p.m. where they apparently drenched in a light-hearted second, appreciating each other's conversation in the midst of the picturesque environmental factors. Eventually, during their trip, Naya and Josie chose to take a dip together. Josie later reviewed that they counted 1, 2, 3 and leaped off the barge boat together. The shimmering lake captivated them, giving break from the mid-year heat. Anyway, misfortune struck startlingly when the boat didn't show up back at the harbor at 4 p.m. 3 hours after they left a rushed quest for Naya. Rivera started Ventura Region Sheriff's delegates tracked down the boat uncontrolled not long from now, before 5 p.m. with the young man on board alone and snoozing, wearing a day-to-day existence coat. Naya was no place in sight. Crisis administrations were cautioned, and a test of skill and endurance started to find the missing entertainer. Search and salvage group scoured the huge lake, sifting through its deceptive profundities and encompassing regions. In spite of their earnest attempts, trust was blurring and nervousness grasped the hearts of the people who followed the unfurling show. Observer records and meetings with policing began painting a dismal picture. It created the impression that Naya and her child had experienced an unexpected and shocking spot of destiny. As per Josie's declaration, he and Naya had been swimming together, yet something turned out badly. The boat had started to float and shake savagely in light of the breeze. While they were in the water, the breeze arrived at velocities of up to 21 miles each hour, 34 kilometers each hour. That midday, Naya figured out how to support her child back onto the boat, yet tragically couldn't save herself. Josie heard his mother holler help, and she put her arm in the air. She then vanished underneath the water's surface. The Ventura District Sheriff recommended that Naya and her child probably wound up trapped in a tear ebb and flow. These can be normal in the space of the lake they were in, particularly during the evening, and attempted to return to the boat, which was found unanchored, thus might have floated from where they entered the water. As the hours transformed into days, the hunt moved from a salvage activity to a recuperation mission. The overwhelming reality sank in that Naya Rivera's last minutes had been spent battling for her own life. Jumpers confronted moving circumstances in their endeavors to find Naya's body. Thick vegetation and unfortunate perceivability confounded their undertaking, adding to the eerie idea of this shocking occasion. Following a 5-day search on July 13, 2020, at around 9:30 a.m., Naya Rivera's body was found by jumpers only north of Diablo Bay. The sheriff's office expressed that it was reasonable. The body had been caught in vegetation submerged prior to re-emerging on July 14. The Ventura Region clinical analyst delivered an examination report expressing that the reason for death was an incidental suffocating and that there was no proof of injury or inebriation. It said that Naya could swim anyway. It noticed that she experienced dizziness, particularly on water. However, she figured out how to control her side effects with allergy meds. The total toxicology report was disclosed on September 11, 2020. Toxicology testing showed that limited quantities of physician-endorsed meds for nervousness, amphetamine, and diazepam were found in Naya's framework, as well as caffeine. She likewise had an irrelevant blood liquor content of 0.16 at the hour of her demise. It's accepted that she was drinking white hooks on the boat, since 3 12-ounce jars of white paw were found close to her handbag. The post-mortem examination reasoned that none of these variables prompted inebriation or added to her passing the record. Additionally expresses that the 33-year-old entertainer kicked the bucket in practically no time and that no other critical circumstances added to her demise. As per the power source, Lake Peru stayed shut to people in general for north of a month after Naya's passing on August 20th. It returned for fishing and drifting. Swimming at the repository is currently restricted as the world grieved the departure of a capable craftsman. Naya Rivera's friends and family offered their distress and thanks for the generous overflow of help her companions and co-stars from merriment shared genuine recognitions. Thinking back about her staggering soul, and her fans found comfort in sharing their recollections, messages of adoration, and creative recognitions. Amidst this lamentable misfortune, Naya's child Josie turned into an image of solidarity and strength. Encompassed by a caring, emotionally supportive network, he fills in as a demonstration of his mom's adoration and inheritance. The day preceding her demise, Naya tweeted a photograph of Josie and her that read simply, "Both of us," in her diary. She called him my most prominent achievement, and I could ever do somewhat worse than him now. 7 years of age, in going to class. Josie and his dad Ryan are indivisible, going on siestas and excursions out along with Josie in any event, joining his dad at the exercise center for exercises in his Superman outfit since Ryan took guardianship of his child. He has truly posted about the challenges of raising a young man who no longer has his mom. Ryan said, "You let him know. She's a heavenly messenger now, and she's with God, and she's in paradise. And he says I need to go there. How would I arrive? That is only tragic to hear as a parent," while Ryan frequently posts refreshes about himself and his child on their experiences. He likewise habitually talks about Naya and the imprint she has left on the two of them in a contacting Instagram recognition for Naya, following the principal commemoration of her demise. He said, "Our kid has developed such a lot of he's such a voyager, so curious, he's sweet, so entertaining, and his chuckle generally illuminates the room. He's a natural soul, without a doubt. To realize him is to cherish him. Everybody that meets him is continuously grinning. He's doing approve. He's a particularly versatile, solid youngster." In Walk 2022, Naya's relatives settled an unjust demise claim documented in November 2020 by Ryan Dorsey for the benefit of Josie. The choice gave Josie pay for persevering through the suffocating of his darling mother. At Lake Peru today, we recall Naya Rivera, a capable craftsman, a caring mother, and a sparkling star. Her last minutes might have been loaded up with dread, yet her life proceeds to motivate and contact the hearts of numerous. Her heritage keeps on reverberating, from helping us to remember the significance of treasuring life's valuable minutes. You just get one you. It's ideal to simply cherish yourself. If you found this video instructive or intriguing, kindly offer it a go ahead and buy into the feed to remain refreshed on additional terrible stories.